Hello, good evening, Klausberger TRF. Hello, guys. How's it going, boys? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I did just get that spammer. Someone else, another compromised account on our Discord. Ugh. Man, again. Keeps happening lately. How you guys doing? Good evening. Klaus, first in the chat. Well done.
Perfect.
Stickman, hello. How you doing, Stickman? Good to see you. Big Welsh, how are you, buddy? You guys okay? You guys have a good weekend? Welcome in. Hello, YouTube VOD enjoyers as well. Hello, welcome if you're watching the VOD. Bart, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. What's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing well. So, it looks like 4.4 has a release candidate coming to the PTU later today, but as you guys know, my stream times don't typically align with new patches, so I don't know if we're going to get a chance to actually play it, or at least experience it and see how ready it will be for live. But we are 17th of November, IE is the 20th, that's Thursday. We're very close, especially fellow Perseus enjoyers. That ship is going to be on our hands potentially even before Thursday, right? Sometimes they do slip these new ships into builds before it goes to the live build. So, yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe we're already here. Like, it's already nearly IAE. It's come around real quick. Yo, Clacky, thank you, dude, for the 93
Goodbye,
tier
dear
1.
Carrot. Sad face.
Yes, thanks, man. I have just upgraded my Carrack to the Perseus today in anticipation. Hopefully that all goes through quick enough and they put the Perseus on my account when it's flight ready. But yeah, the Carrack's now gone. 2019, I got the Carrack. I think I flew it for a couple of months. After that, I didn't really fly it much. It's, yeah, it's a shame. I applied it, Clacky. Yeah, I've applied it already. Hey, Cordality, how's it going? Tomato M, Attila, good evening, guys. Did nothing. Great weekend. Big Wells, those are the best. Those are the best, man. Hey, Essie, hello. Local, what's up, man? Riodo, how's it going? Good to see you all. Chase Invader, hello. Welcome in. Hope it's better than what the PTU was last night. I hope so, too. They're going to have to really turn around this PTU, man. Because, well, it wasn't exactly in the best state, was it? Let's face it. It wasn't in the best state. Oh, look, it's gone. The Carrack isn't here anymore. It's not there. It wasn't in the best state for live. It's definitely not in the best state for Twitch drops. You know, with CIG trying to get... I know there's been a lot of talk about these Twitch drops. I don't think the game's in a good spot to depending on like how this 4.4 build looks, it's not going to be, from what we've seen so far, it's not going to be the best patch to kind of show off to the masses on Twitch, but we'll see. CIG can turn patches around sometimes. Details want to inform me that your Twitch notification is predatory. I thought you wanted to be my friend. What's up, Arabic? Hold on, you're on YouTube saying this. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hello, Harabek. Welcome in. Good to see you. For live, it should be there instantly. For PTU, a recopy is required. Gotcha. Yeah, well, maybe I'll need to do that preemptively. What's up, BB? How's it going? But, yeah, welcome in, everybody. I'll be honest, probably a bit of a short one tonight. I was 100% ready to... I was talking to Clacky about this off-stream. I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours downloading the brand new build tech preview. I got on, I prepped my ship, I prepped all my gear, I prepped a bunch of components in my Drake Corsair, I flew it to Tresla, I got everything ready for the stream to do some engineering tests today. And then they pulled the build just a few hours before my stream. They took it off. So again, I've been deprived of doing some engineering tech preview with you guys. I was out all weekend, mobile all weekend, so I didn't get a chance to do it over the weekend. That's what I had planned for today's stream. So today is a little bit like, well, I honestly don't have a huge amount of motivation to play live. I don't have a motivation to play 4.4 PTU because the new build's coming out soon. I've kind of like done a lot of 4.4 now. Kind of like waiting for it to go live. We know it's going to be live soon. So I'm just doing a little bit of a chill, prepping a few things today for when the live build goes out. Maybe move a few things around, make sure I've got all my shit together at my home location. And yeah, just kind of chilling, I think. Cupan, how's it going, dude? Good evening. Raber, how's it going? Good to see you as well. Maggie, good evening. Roscoe, dude, I saw you in the tech preview earlier as well, actually. I saw you in the... I had the best Vandal mission run on Saturday. I died multiple times from Tarkov, like AI. Really? It was working really well, Clacky? Cool. Yes, I was very happy with the video. I'm glad we did that. Anyone who saw my last video, I hope you enjoyed that. That was... really good run. Really good. I really like what they've done with that QV station mission. It's good. Stuff here that I want to take, I think. Actually, no, there's nothing. There's nothing here I want to take. Nothing I can use. I don't think. Let's have a look. Yeah, sure. Doesn't really matter, right? Probably going to lose that anyway. Definitely want that. Yeah. No, yes, no, yes. And that's probably it. Yeah, that was good. It was good content, good run, and I'm glad we got like pretty much a proper run. I imagine they're going to expand that new mission and that new location like they have with Onyx and things, and continuously add some more content to it. I usually pick the Tube because it plays nicely with me listening over my headphones while I work. I gotcha. I hear that. Bounty Hunter then? What do you mean, Briodo? Hey, Rex. How's it going? Oh, the ships need to be at home location. Well, it's just like voodoo magic, you know, Mishko. There's no rhyme or reason. It's what people kind of think you need to do. For me, I'm just going to make sure like my ships are there, my components are stored. Nothing crazy. I know that when the Perseus comes out... Oh my god, why does this feel so... I want to do some... So when the Perseus comes out, I'm going to be going pretty hard on that ship. And I know I'm going to want to like stock it up and things like that. Component-wise, I don't think there's anything you can do with it, right? It's going to be all big components, I think. But I would like to have like the best components I can get for it. So... I might need a little bit of moolah as well for when that thing comes out. Last night I was trying to grind Intersect Rep to the last test out the Vandal missions, but I had to ult F4 every time I got to a mission location. Yeah, they're apparently fixing that in the latest build, Harbeck. Hopefully the next build improves the streaming issue that we've been having. I think that's it says in the MOTD that they're looking at like, you know, this next build greatly improves the streaming in and out of locations, and that was a big problem for sure. Yeah, did some really good testing on Saturday with Clacky and TRF. Yeah, Clacky said. How did you find the engineering? Who else in chat did the engineering? How did you all find it? Over the weekend or Friday? Yeah, but Mrs. BWM and I had taken with other colleagues 200 kids to perform in the Royal Albert Hall for the last day of the Music for Youth BBC thing. Nagged. What? Really, Big Welsh? How come? How are you involved with that? Very cool. Very cool. BF40, hello, 07s. Roscoe tried to kill me in a cutter, set fire to the cockpit. Everyone who's done the engineering tech preview has basically just set fires. For the most part, it seems. Hey, Cyborg. How's it going, man? Oh, Briodo, I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, that includes bounty hunting, to be honest. Maybe. I feel rusty. When did the Twitch drops begin? They begin on the 20th of November. Obviously only on Twitch. How you doing, Cyborg? Good evening, dude. When's the patch? Later today, Brian. Later today, they're dropping the release candidate 1, so their first build that could be a release candidate. What's the day today? It's Monday. Maybe they'll get a release out before, you know, the Thursday, and then an additional patch to hook up IAE and stuff. But yeah, usually you get a couple of days of release candidates until they actually go live with it. Do I lose my money? No. No, you don't. Ubiquita, what's going on? Good evening. Welcome, welcome. No, you won't lose your money. You'll just lose consumables like ammo and things. This runs better than 4.4, that's for sure. You'll lose your ammo. You'll lose food, sustenance, and things like that. And you will potentially lose things you've bought in-game. There's always a chance you might lose some ships you've bought or components, that kind of stuff.
Every aspect of Star Citizen is still a work in progress. We're in alpha.
What's up, Diffs? Hey, the game, how you doing? Good to see you. Those sevens. Fuses? I don't know about fuses. I don't think I've lost fuses in the past, but then I haven't really collected enough to kind of watch. It's not like a proper wipe, but it's just every new patch, there's always some loss of certain things. Long story, but I'm one of the instrumental teachers in the Southeast Wales counties who went, and I taught some of the brass section for the orchestra and choir. Both BW and daughters performed also. Very proud of them. Oh, wow. Awesome, man. Congratulations. What a day. Detox, was the tech branch open for all? I missed it. Was on a trip with my best friends playing board games and at the Deutsches Panzer Museum, German Tank Museum. Nice. Well, you probably had a better day. But yeah, it was wave 1, Klaus. Don't worry, like it was pretty bare bones, I think. Well, not bare bones, but it's got a long way to go. But definitely one of those things that people are, I think people are generally excited for it. Now that they've tested it. I've tried it before. I have done it before, so it's not like completely new to me. I did it, you know, what, a year ago when they first did it as well. They first showed us the tech preview. Wasn't as much in it as the one that they've just done, but it's getting there. We've still got a way to go. Still got a way to go. Yeah, you don't have too much FOMO. Doing good. First snow dropping in southern Germany right now. Hope you're fine too. Oh, we're supposedly in the UK getting some snow this week as well, which is craziness. In November in the UK, we rarely get snow in November. We rarely get snow this side of Christmas. It's usually in the new year that we get snow. But
finally, the magic ton has been reached. 100 subs down. Who knows how many more to come?
Oh,
I stuck around longer than any Toby amount could manage.
Amazing. Flack. Ladies and gents, can we get a bunch of 07s in the chat, please? Wait, where's my... Get your 07s in the chat, everybody. Where the hell are my glasses? Mr. Flack. Dude, what? I should have my 100-month glasses. I don't know where the hell they've gone. I think my kids probably take them. Yeah! Flack, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, my man. Jeez, I thought we had I thought we were 99. I think we were like a couple of months away. Dude, thank you very much, Mr. Flack. Appreciate it, man. You actually got a working one of these as well. I have like 100 of these, and 50% of them don't work. Flack, thank you very much, man. 100 months. Incredible, incredible. Thank you for such a long long service to the channel, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. All the 07s. And thanks for all your help and support over the years, dude. Thank you, thank you. I don't know if you actually got that. Every time I aim for the camera, it doesn't quite get it. Thanks, man. Really appreciate it. Welcome back. Welcome back for your 100th month. I'll give you a day off if you like. Next stream, you're welcome to do whatever you like, Flag. Okay, how about that? I'm on it. A working party favor too. Probably because I was a game whisper before. Game wisp. Yes, you were. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you. Hey, Alex. What's going on? Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, basically, Flack's been subscribed $5 a month, £5 a month, 100 months on Twitch now. Pretty much since I got the ability for people to sub, so it's pretty awesome. Maybe even an extra rice mat, Flack. Trilska, welcome, welcome, welcome. Mr. Heaviness, hello. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome, guys. Good to see you all. Where the hell is my mouse on my second machine? What the hell? It's gone. There it is. And it's gone again. There it is. Raz, what's going on? Hello. I love beer. RC skit today and RC2 if needed. Should be soon. I love beer. Okay, you're ubiquitous. Thanks for letting us know. Release candidate skit today and release candidate 2 if needed. Should be soon. Yeah, release candidate 1 today will probably be in around about 3 or 4 hours, I would say. Next stream is allowed to time out anyone he wants. Yes. There you go, Flack. Starting with mod. When will 4.4 go live, you think? It'll be live. I can only guarantee I can tell you is that it'll be live in time right on Thursday. So 4.4 could go live pretty soon, I reckon. As in, you know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, maybe actually Thursday. Basically any day between now and then, right? I can't give you a guarantee. But it's getting close. It's getting close. Hey, Snake, Millship, what's up, dude? It's good to see you. Time up is
Cheerleader is ready. Make noise, guys. Detox, detox, detox.
Berlin, what's up? Thank you for that, dude. Thank you, thank you. Right, I think that's all those stuff, those things. Thanks for the bits, dude. Welcome. Hello, hello.
Welcome.
Still going with tomorrow, seeing it on PTU. Yeah, I mean, we're getting close. We are getting close.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Release candidate 1 tonight could be really bad, and then what? Maybe an RC2 that could be the one that works. Or RC1 could be really good, and then they go live Tuesday. I don't know. I feel like they'd want to cook it as long as they can, but then CIG has also dropped patches before before something like IE, and then dropped another quick patch before the actual day. So I can't remember when they went live last year with 3.24. I think it would have been.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
4.4 is Nick's, right? Still seemed like a slideshow last time I saw. Yes, Scott, it's not great. It's yeah, it definitely needs some performance improvements, and apparently this next PTU patch does improve that. But
your insurance claim has been sent.
Ways to be seen. We still got like, oops, it'll probably be, you know, late tonight that it drops.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Well, sometimes they drop them before that, Zerator. Sometimes they drop them before the day.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Betting IE for the Perseus, no PTU. You don't think Perseus will come to PTU?
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Honestly, it's everybody's just guessing. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We have had we've had big ships in PTU before, right? Polaris, I think last year was PTU before the live patch.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
But then I think that was an NPC ship as well, right? Push an unfinished patch to live with performance and then wipe and a free fly. Sounds like a CIG instruction manual. Yep. And we have with Twitch drops. thrown on top this year as well, Flack.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Don't forget that. You know, the added
Your insurance
exposure
claim has been sent.
and server pummeling, right? That's every single ship. Right, now what else do I need to do? Best way to save the comps and weapons on ships? Basically, what you're supposed to do is take them off your ships, Noodle. And bring everything back to your home location is the voodoo magic. Nobody really knows the real answer, but some people think that helps. So if you've got any ships with custom components, bring them back to your home location, or bring them back to a home location in LZ, and just take them off, take the components and stuff off. But it is all, it's all like anecdotal, right? There's no hard evidence. Tried mining the tech preview, stopped after my prospector decided to start burning. Kind of funny that can happen, but I think that was more of a bug. If you have, from what I understand, it's as long as you have, all right, there's nothing in there. Your coolers, if your coolers don't have enough power in them, right, then components can overheat and start catching fire. But I don't know if they sped it up in the tech preview or if that's how the speed they intended it to be. Oh yeah, Twitch drops for a C. Tune in, get some free gear. Will be the first time I get a Twitch drop for a game I actually play. No, I don't believe that, Flack. Tarkov? I thought you played Tarkov. Didn't they do some? The justice to move. So the gist is to move all your items to your home planet. Yes, Chicago. That is generally what a lot of people say and do. I have never really put much stock in it, but I figured I ain't got much else to do today, so I'm going to do it. Give it a go. I'm actually don't have a huge amount of ships with custom components on, so.
Your vehicle has been moved to Austin. Please.
What's up, Vince? What's going on, man? Yeah, coolers are super important now. They are. It's great. I think a lot of people are seeing, you know, the engineering is really what is going to start to set Star Citizen ships apart from any other arcade space game, really. You know, at the moment we have tons of detail and fidelity on ships, but none of it actually plays into gameplay. I think engineering is the beginning of Star Citizen, you know, its ships playing into that gameplay element besides flying them around. Yeah, time to... Finally, that 200 cooler investment's going to pay off, DRF. Sort of irrelevant in 4.4? Oh, yeah. They don't matter in any build until engineering at this point. I mean, they used to matter in the past, but not so much anymore.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Having auxiliary components in general, yeah, having to fly around with extra components, or choosing to fly around with extra components is really cool. I love that. All right, so annoyingly,
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
things are on claim. Oh no, good. Okay, I think I can start stripping stuff already. No, I can't. I'd have to expedite stuff, and I'm too broke to do that. Exelon, thank you for the 3 months of Prime. Thank you. Welcome back. Flew a load of old unwanted ships into a mountain today, hoping the LTP is going to get rid of them. Love it. Right, yeah, this is all consumable. So all this kind of shit, guys, this all goes. Like ammo, med pens. Not that. Wait, didn't Mod keep all his railgun ammo last time? Sometimes you get lucky. Very random. Good evening, Exodus. How's it going? Yeah, but they need to add armor at the same time to components. They do, but they can just, you know, hand wave them until proper armor comes in. But engineering, I think, is still a way off from making its way into the actual game and into the actual live builds. What's up, Feudal? Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for watching my videos. Does it look like Live 4.0, 4.4 is today? No, it's just the release candidate OP, so that'll be out in a few hours most likely. They're just going to test that, and then if that's a good one, maybe run it for another day, maybe drop live, maybe wait until Thursday. We don't know yet. I was testing the PDC nerf last night in my Idris. It's noticeable, but it's still going to do nothing to sway solo Idrises. It's easier to get torps through PDCs now. Like, you kind of have to rely on gunners for torps sometimes now. But I did think they needed a bit of a nerf. Medium ships alone will need crew members to properly use. Yeah, I think it's great. Yeah, some ammo seems to persist oddly enough. I don't think I've ever really had any ammo persist. I haven't been that lucky, but it's so weird that it's so random. I think they need to get a baseline for component health before armor.
Well,
yes, I think that's what they said. So they did make a post today on Spectrum talking about that, I think. About, yeah, they know armor's not in, but they're kind of making some like concessions, I guess. That like the data they're collecting is, they know that armor's not in. They're kind of they're still keeping that in their mind as a factor, right? They're working on other things before they put in armor, so they can hone certain things down before armor gets in. Because I heard people were just destroying components with a wolf. Like the wolf was just destroying everything. I think the Corsair is, how much is it going to cost me? Screw it, we'll just make some money back, I guess.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Anarchos, what's up, man? No, not yet, dude. Just a release candidate build later. Alright, Gladiator's up. What ship will I keep? Hey, Kappa, what's up, dude? Some weapons are just pure glass cannons, which is awesome, but unrealistic. The core feature is cool. Some weapons are just pure glass cannons? Do you mean some ships, Bulik? Need to strip my Guardian, gonna melt it for the F8C. Got the SZEC F8, but I don't know if they stay when 1.0 goes live in 2042. It's never too early to plan ahead. Yeah, they're selling the F8C during IAE, right? I think. This year, so yeah, you can do that. Do you know what? The drift on the Gladiator? I'll keep the Gladiator clean for now. That's the ship I'll probably fly today. Are we still Nix PTU? It's still PTU, Charles. Still PTU. Man, I don't think I really put anything on the Corsair. This is actually all crap from... None of this is decent stuff. This is all stuff from other ships, actually. Hey, Scott! Thank you very much. Resubbing 3 months. Thanks to the Prime. Welcome back. What sort of prep do I need, Seth? Just, if you really care, it doesn't really matter. Bring all your ships to your to a home location and just take off any custom components that you put on them. I think I'm generally not too bad. I didn't go too crazy. Hey, Skypen. How's it going, man? Oh, in the tech preview, Bulik? Kappa says, been playing V Rising. It's like Valheim, but with vampires. It's been fun. Yeah, that game came out a while ago. Heard good things about it, Cap. Nice, nice. Did you get Ark, Cap? Not your kind of game? Will engineering make medium and larger ships unusable for solo players? No. It will just make them harder to use during... Jeopardous? Is Jeopardous a word? I want to make it a word. Jeopardy? Jeopardous? Jeopardious? During basically times when you're going to be getting, attacked or taking damage. That's all it's going to do. It's going to make it harder for you to operate in those situations. And, when wear and tear comes in and I don't know, your ship springs a leak or catches fire, that could prevent problems for you as a solo pilot as well. But if you're going to go do combat in multi-crew ships, yes, that's when you're going to start feeling the pressures of engineering. Perilous. Perilous is probably... Yeah, that's probably good. perilous times. Yeah. More difficult on combat? Yeah, but depends. Like, depends what you define as difficult. There's a lot to do with engineering that's will come into the day-to-day flight of ships as well. But it depends how far you want to push your ship. I think generally CRG is, you know, you're going to be able to fly ships solo, but depending on what you want to do with it and how much you want to push it, then you'll probably need, you know, at least someone else to help manage things, help push the system to its limits. But it's still early days, right? Hello, Delicious. Oh, good YouTube. Good job of YouTube right there. From what said several with patch-by-patch ship engineering implementation, maybe it's not that far down the line. Maybe 1 to 3 months for a live release. Maybe. Don't forget we still also have potentially the crafting tech preview at the end of this year, they said. All right, what else? The Paladin, I think, is... Paladin's okay.
Your
Sure.
insurance claim. Your vehicle has. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
You don't need to, Finn. If you want to, you can. If you want to be really precious about stuff, just to maybe give you a chance to retain something, then you can. But it's just anecdotal whether it helps or not. Hello, Raven. What's going on? We all ready for 1.0 then? 1.0? What the hell did you smoke over the weekend, Raven? Roscoe says, basically right now, ships can operate at maximum power to everything without consequence. Engineering this makes it so you need crew if you're going to push your ship. Yeah. Put it simply. Anything Connie sizing up will need to be looked after. If you get shot up, expect to have to bug out and fight fires. If things get tough, even bigger stuff will need more, especially Idrises, Polaris, etc. Yeah, but we are forgetting that, you know, also engineering is supposed to make your ships tougher. You're not just, like, bigger ships shouldn't just be getting debuffs. Right? It shouldn't just be a debuff. They need to be, you know, we need to get more out of engineering as well. So there's that to consider as well. It's not just a debuff for big ships. It should also be a buff for big ships. Yeah, current engineering has a very low TTK. And that's all stuff that needs to be tweaked. It's surprising that they've taken the tech preview down, to be honest. Like, why not? I don't know, why not keep it up longer than this? Yo, Ultimatum, what's up, dude? Can't wait to take an Idris down with my Coda. What, from just standing there and shooting the power plant? I could destroy a power plant in one P4 mag. All right, that's pretty much everything now. Yo, DeBomber, what's up, man? Ah. Okay, the F7A is pretty stacked with a few things. Maybe that's the one I'll take out. Yeah, maybe that's the one I'll take out.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved. Please visit us again.
Right, got his ship Pokedex full. A lot of this isn't all mine. This isn't all my ships. A lot of these are sometimes promotional ships. Hey, the bomb. What's up? All of these are promotional ships and
Welcome to the ASOP
well, not promotional ships, but stuff that's like lingering from Arena Commander, or some of these are referral ships, so they are mine, but some of them are like doubled up. I don't know why they do that. That's really annoying.
Your vehicle, please visit us again.
Mark 1 Clacky, yeah. What's So yeah, they're not all my ships. I have like, I don't know, 8 or 9 ships, I think.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Hello?
Please visit us again.
Sorting out your inventory pre-patch, or what is happening today? I'm just basically, yeah, I'm pretty much done here with like making sure everything's stripped to bomb. All my ships are here at my home location. I've claimed everything. I might just go out and earn a few creds for a little bit on live. I'm kind of like done on 4.4 PTU right now, and if the new patch drops and we have time, I'll just see what performance feels like. The Stinger's not very good, John, apparently. I don't fly it. I don't. It's not my kind of ship. I think it's a very cool design, but I don't think it's a very good ship at the moment. Didn't come into the game in a very good state, I think. But that's just what I've heard.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
There we go. New patch 12 midnight? No, new patch will probably be in about 3 hours or 4 hours. That's basically how they... Basically, the time when they normally drop patches is usually sometime after I finish my stream, so... Hey, Sandman. Chaos, what's up? Good evening, buddy. Did you unlock red level contracts in live, Clacky? They wait for you to stream? That is kind of... They wait for my stream to end, Charles. Pretty much every time. Right, we good for everything else? I dumped my freaking P4 rounds in there, didn't I? No, Clack. I never work on my rep on live. I suck. I will get Intersect, though, so that I have access to that mission when that drops. Oh, Feudal, thank you for spending your Prime here, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Welcome. Brand new subscriber. Thank you for the Prime. Spending those Bezos bucks. I jumped on SC today the first time since the box PTSD, since the resource drive event, Chaos. Prime sub for luck as Piggy's not here to save you. This fucking ridiculous Piggy. Can you... Okay, yeah, I can't play without Piggy. You're right, only the first fucking 10 years of playing this game. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna start putting out the unedited Piggy footage in my YouTube videos.
Advent Aerospace. All systems online.
I don't believe you, Piggy. You stop paying these people to come harass me.
I want to see the hype train.
Thank you, Berlin. Much appreciated, man. Thanks for the biddies. Honestly. Alright, the hell are we going to do for a little while?
Raised.
What are we going to do with my Mark 1? I mean, we could do some quick bounties or something. If there are actually any to take. Send some people to Clasher before the new patch arrives.
You got all the details and you know what to do. Play it smart and come home safe, you hear?
It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. We made it up.
Yeah, it's not. Any new missions in 4.4? Yeah, I just put out a video one, Charles, which is really good, actually. The It's like another sort of Onyx ASD facility level kind of mission, narrative focus mission, and kind of continues the ASD storyline. If the 4.4 has decent performance when it goes live, that'll be a really good mission. Me and Clacky had to run it a ton of times to get like a good performing one. Hey, Nupple, what's up, dude? Good day to you, sir. Oops.
Landing gear raised.
I got sent to Clash on Friday night, came out of prison with a shaved head. What, you actually lost your, the game actually ate your hair? Or, you roleplayed it? Yeah, this guy's not showing up. Fantastic start. That's the one, Yuka. That's the one with the Van Dussy. Oh shit, Levski? What, Kane? What's the major stuff for the new patch? Yeah, it's Levski, Nyx, the new star system. Levski's in it. And then there's not a lot coming with 4.4. It's quite a small patch, really. But they're basically going to be building onto it like every other part of the game for the next, however many years. But it comes with Nyx, comes with Levski, and interstellar hauling contracts. So you can haul between Nyx, Pyro, and Stanton in 4.4, which I'll be doing when it goes live, I think. When the patch is live at some point, I'll be doing some of that because it sounds pretty cool. My god, these are still going, aren't they? The priority missions. What can I do to make a little bit of moolah? How does this one work now? Is this one okay? The game ate it? I choose to believe I got V for Vendetted. It happens. It happens. Something to do with the prison suit. Yep. Working just as well as PTU, man. I played Where Winds Meet today. It's okay for what it is. That is a that's another sort of Asian style MMO, right? Not my cup of tea, to be honest. Come on, it's not gonna work. Not my kind of game, but I've missed that big ass asteroid a lot. I had my first ever ship battle there that I didn't realize was PvP until after with the freelancer at the time. Well, it's not. The Delamar isn't the same, Kane. It's any of my last few streams and my last videos, last couple of videos is all about 4.4. You can check it out there and get a good idea of what it's like. It's not like the Delamar we had before, I can tell you that. Dude, this is crazy. This is, none of these are working. Well, it's not that crazy. Nothing's working. Jesus. What have I been missing on PTU? Nothing. Let's jump. Probably it, Robert. Probably it, yeah. Was the first Nyx planet coming with the latest planet tech? Yes, Nyx 1 will come with the Genesis tech, but that's not until next year. So guess on the ETA for the first planets for Nyx. Probably not too long. The game probably not too long. Probably Q1 for in next year. I would guess. They they've been working on Genesis for a long time now, and the grass is probably grassed enough. The grass is probably in a good spot. Dude, this... Come on. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think you're right, Robert. I think these are screwed because of the priority missions. I can't bring myself to do any more priority missions. Wow, it works. All right, let's go take a look at that. Looking forward to the potential for convoy plus escort? Yes, that's what I would like to see. Assuming there is some sort of, I'm going to keep using this word, jeopardy to interstellar hauling. Because there's not going to be any player pirates, really, because it's, you don't make any profit from contracted cargo, right? Stargrass chaos. Can't see planets taking that long. Content on the planets is a different story, though. Yeah, well, I said this before. How quick is this guy gonna die? I don't think Nyx needs the planets, to be honest. We don't really need more planets with not a lot on them. Nyx is kind of cool as just this sort of space-based system with, you know, stations and Delamar and the Glacium Belt and all that kind of cool stuff. Oh yeah, my eye tracker isn't sitting under the monitor anymore, damn it. Yeah, I don't have head tracking at the moment. My mounts come off and I don't have a good thing to stick it to the monitor anymore. Really annoying. I'm gonna set my power manager as well. Nanotape isn't cutting it, and the heavy duty Velcro isn't cutting it at the moment either. It's very annoying. It's the only problem Toby has is the mount isn't great. Apparently, Nyx one being habitable was Chris's choice. I mean, everything's Chris's choice, apparently. Woo.
Hey, you're doing good. Keep it up.
He got me.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't really change anything. I think it's because they wanted, they probably want some use cases for their Genesis tool that they're making. And some different biomes to use it for. You know, we kind of already have all the biomes built with Pyro and Stanton, and none of them make use of the Genesis tech, so they needed new planets to use Genesis with.
Asshole.
Chris Citizen. It does annoy me still how it feels like Chris micromanages so much in this project still. It does annoy me when, you know, these big league devs are sat there talking about Chris wanted this, Chris wanted that. It's like, really? We're still at that point? Is he gonna find that rock? This mission is,
Thought we were done for.
didn't quite play out the way it's supposed to play out, I don't think.
Sorry for keeping this short, but Fox will need you to provide security for this ship on the double. Good luck out there.
Ended up gluing mine? I did too, Avocado, but I refuse to glue my new G8 at this point. Hopefully they include a high profit commodity trade. Very, very true. Hopefully, yes. That's a good point, Roscoe. Jesus, terrapins are tough. Kind of agree. Current planets have so much empty space, begging and waiting to be used. I look forward to base building. Yeah, for sure. It's just the thing. It's nice that playing in 4.4 PTU, going to Nyx. It's nice this feeling that I know I'm not going to be landing on any planets here. Everything I do is basically going to be in space or on stations. It kind of feels different already to the other systems, and once they put more planets in, it's going to just kind of become the same sort of thing, right? Yeah. Sergio ever talked about pirates being able to steal contracted cargo and selling it off? No. Not really, Dirty. You should really be able to, but then, you know, you don't pay anything for the contracted cargo, so just creates problems where people can just be taking contracted cargo quests, giving it to someone else to go and sell, right? Illegally. Oh. 20k? No. I thought exactly I wanted the system to feel different. Yeah, and it does. Like at the moment, it really does feel different. You go there, there's a big belt around it. There's giant asteroid fields. All the missions are in space. There's just, you know, that, and Levski is the main LZ in a space station or rock. It does feel different, but once they start putting in planets, and everything's going to kind of follow the same sort of path as the other planets. I feel like they could save time.
We got a hot tip on where these outlaws are getting trapped.
They could save time by not fleshing Nyx out with all these planets and put those planets towards the next system that doesn't, you know, that actually is supposed to have habitable planets. I have a feeling Chris wants that planet tech out and in a release sooner than later, so they pushed it into Nyx. That's my feeling too, yeah.
Well, we've spent all this time on this tech, and we can't show it off, so put it in Nyx. Fuck the law. Fuck the writers. They don't care.
I hope Rich Tyra does not quit. We need him to finish the game and control Chris. I don't know, Tyra's kind of his own beast now. Have they said if their Genesis system is going to procedurally add roads or clear paths so we can actually use... No. They did say that there would be less mad rocks everywhere. But at the same time, they showed images of a planet that's had more rocks than I'd ever seen in my life. So I don't know. Hot take, fuck roads? Hell no, I'd love more roads, or some roads and paths you can actually drive vehicles on. And don't forget the grass. Trust me, don't forget the grass. I'm feeling nervous about this patch. I just purchased a Corsair in game and just decked it out with attrition. Some Class A military components have purchased the skin. Yeah, your skin will be fine, Angron. But, best thing to do is just land it at your home location, take off all the grade A military components, and pray. Hey, Mr. Evans, how's it going, man? They're going to make off-roading easier, a lot less rocks, that should be enough. Definitely be enough in the beginning. In the beginning. But I honestly think like Star Citizen could benefit from roads. Like they literally have... They could literally make Euro Space Truck Simulator in Star Citizen just by adding some roads and some ground-based hauling contracts. Whole other freaking game, whole other demographic sitting there, just waiting, ripe for the picking. Jeez, there's a lot of ships around here. And there's the turrets! Catching up. Ooh, really? Already? Man, I hate that so much. Guess we're landing. Right, every one of these ships that's basically landed around this outpost has run in. Yo, Glitch, what's up, dude? but I generally can't tell like where the... Okay, there's some hills. This seems too far. That dude moving? He is very slowly. Ah! Alright, let's just land here. As good as it's gonna get.
Landing gear deployed.
I've kind of already done it, Mr. Evans. Just basically claimed all my ships and unhooked all the components. Any good components that I had. And trains, we can call it Star Trains. Trains would be amazing. Trains on the overworld? Hell yeah. Let's do it. I love that Euro truck on Planet's idea. I wouldn't want to be an Outback's trucker if everyone basically flies an A10 Warhawk. Yeah, well, I mean, you'd have to bring, we've had this talk before, but you'd have to bring like ground escorts and it would be like fucking Mad Max. It'd be so cool. There's so much content there just waiting to be discovered. Yeah, you could take, you know, they would need to, and they're already doing it, right, with Starkitect. They're going to be planting more and more buildings and outposts and regions filled with content areas, like outposts, villages, whatever you want to call it. They're putting way more of that across the planets. Probably next year we'll start seeing more of that come online. Then all you need to do is just connect all these little outposts and bases together with these basic truck hauling missions where you got to pick up, I don't know, 8 SKU of something and put it on your truck bed and then drive it to the next outpost. And then along that route, they can spawn ships. Or imagine other ground vehicles or NPCs along the routes that, like, you know, spawn at like ambush points and stuff, and they can attack your truck. But you know, if you've got like a couple of guys in, I don't know, Centurions or buggies and stuff protecting on the way, they can defend you. It'd be really cool, man. They could totally do it. Imagine a mission to rob a train. You've got to fly above it, low to the ground, and drop onto it, Firefly Episode 1 style. Well, they have got that big monorail train in that Arena Commander map. The tech is there. They'd have to AA the route into Oblivion, so you're forced to use vehicles. Well, yeah. Well, they didn't have to do that. Running! What's up, Running? Good to see you, man.
QX celebrates 9 months of membership. Almost a year, _docsmeet.
Almost, man. It's 9 months. It's a babe. What you going to call it, Running? Thank you very much for the 9 months on YouTube, dude. Welcome back. Thanks for all your support. I appreciate it. Hope you're well. Someone watched too much Firefly. So after we get roads, are we going to get an underground street racing event going? Need for Speed is in underground. Too far. Family. 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 Yeah, actually, not a bad idea. Addicts, what's up, dude? 2 days, 20 hours for Perseus Madness. Yeah, if they don't slip it into a PTU build beforehand. There is a new patch dropping for PTU soon, which is a release candidate. So, it's a it's a build that could well be a build that is the life patch. So you never know. They might squeeze Perseus into that. They're already working on no-fly areas like Stormbreaker. Just make that be the route of a ground mission. Yeah, but they kind of like got a good reason for it, right? With the storm and shit. Like, they couldn't just throw things like that around everywhere on Lorville or Microtech, on Hurston or Microtech. Where are the rest of the NPCs? Oh, someone down there. Hey, Bobo, what's going on? Good evening. Whoever said someone watched too much Firefly understood each of those words individually, but not when arranged in that order? They're on their union break. Bunker loot. Well. Oh, there is no elevator. Where the hell is it? Elevator location, surface level. Oh my god. No, Bobber, this is live. Well, it's not there, and it's not coming back. Oh my god. It's visible. Just step on the platform. Not a chance, Ross. I know better than that. Kidding me. Do it. I am not stepping on it. That's why I threw the grenade.
There's something wrong with this computer.
It's more the idea that they put into the game the longer it takes to finish and the closer to my retirement game, 13 years to go. That's generally the general gist, Chaos. It's the game that keeps on giving. The game that keeps on giving, the game that keeps on taking. It's like the Indiana Jones movie, you must have faith. What one was that? Elevator at sky level. Did see it going to the sky a few times? No way. You sure? Are you pulling my leg, Hammer? Raiders? Raiders of the Lost Ark? So dark damage, I know. Is this going to be our daily darkness rant? Darkness in this game is too dark. Change it, please. COG, do something about it. God damn it. The Last Crusade. Yeah, my Indiana Jones knowledge isn't great. We had Temple of Doom on VHS, and that was it. And that was the one I watched over and over and over again. I'd never really got access to the other ones as a kid. Or hear me out, Night Vision. Don't be stupid, Stross fan. 900 years in the future, you think they'd be using night vision? Come on, man. Hadn't been invented yet. Midgard wants zombies in SC. Don't be going down the Call of Duty route. The one with Sean Connery? I thought he was in multiple. Junior, you've come to rescue me, then who has come to rescue you? Be so bad if suit lights weren't as weak as they are. Either the suit light is a candle, or CID doesn't understand flashlights. No, it's just too bad. Like, I honestly think no game's nighttime should be to the point where you can't see like a couple of feet in front of you. It's just, there's no world where that is enjoyable. The only games that should have darkness that dark are horror games. That would help too, Bommel. If you could actually just adjust your in-cockpit lights, yeah. Also, like the no-fly and Siege of Orison, why not combine those types of mechanics with ground missions? Not all of them, but otherwise, how do you prevent someone from loading the 8 SKU on a ship and just flying it? I don't know. They'd have to have... They could just cheese it and say, you know, the crate has to be connected to, you know, GV grid or something. But yeah, that's obviously a problem. They would need to have some sort of no-fly zones. But it'd be really jarring if they just had to force it across all these different planets. Yo, Zap, what's up, dude? New mission? No, dude, I'm playing on live at the moment. What's up, Shifty? How you doing? This isn't a horror game? The horror is outside the game, Ham. Tunnels. They should make tunnels. Tunnels is quite a good answer. Yeah, that does help with certain things. But I also don't want to be like a damn, you know, feel like I'm playing in Moria. It's Grids, what's up? How you doing? Antivirus, hello. 07s, welcome. Hey, Pride, what's up, man? Not a lot, dude. I am, I'm kind of just, saving myself from burning out, to be honest. I've done 4.4 PTU a lot. I don't really have a huge amount I want to do on live. I've done a little bit of prep for the live patch of 4.4. And now I'm just... Oh, fuck, we're getting shot. No, we're good. I've just done a little bit of prep to get some things ready for the live patch because we've got the release candidate tonight. I just claimed all my ships, Bastian, and took off all the ship components that I that I'd got for the ships, just because it's anecdotally it helps. I don't think there's any real truth to it, but so yeah, I've just kind of got things ready for when this patch goes live. Which, what's going on with the MOTD? Have they updated that today? Not today. Recently. Let's have a look. Currently putting together a new 4.0 release candidate, 4.4 release candidate 1 build for a release later today. The build has loads of performance and streaming fixes. Glacium Ring streaming fixes. Tech preview is now closed. Yeah, nothing updated yet. So it's going to be a bit of a short one today. I'm just kind of hanging out with you guys for a bit. I don't think I'm going to try the release candidate patch if they drop it at the usual time, which is usually later, sometime after I've stopped streaming, like, you know, evening US time. Making a little bit of money for live, and yeah, just waiting for the calm before the storm, because 4.4, you know, really doing a lot of stuff with the Perseus, I think. Claimed all mine and now we wait. Arch, yes. Welcome in, dude. Ah, thank you, Can. I can't say that name, but thanks, man. Like the TP came online 15 minutes after the stream. Yeah, if you're new here, one thing you'll learn is that pretty much every patch drops after my stream that night. So I always, you know, get to do things the day after, usually. Yeah, none of these are working either, are they? So pretty much more than 50% of these have been busted today. Ground vehicles were repairable in the TP? Yeah, Clacky showed me that. That's awesome. What's up, Miwa? Welcome in. First time watching, saw a few of your videos that made me curious about the game. Well, feel free to ask any questions. We will endeavor to help. What's the downside of playing games when things are in a PTU snapshot status? Run the risk of feeling like you've done it all by the time it hits live. Yeah, I kind of have to as a content creator. That's the problem. You know, I kind of have to get on things when it's new.
I went ahead and marked a good place to post up. Should keep you pretty well hidden.
A cookie killer, what's going on? But 4.4 is quite a small patch, so I don't want to keep playing it on PTU right now because I will burn out on it. You know, done it solidly for the last week and a half, whatever, since it came out, on stream and off stream. I'm kind of saving that till live now, and there's not a lot I want to do on live right now.
Landing gear deployed.
Yo, Quickix, how's it going, man? Would have said repair, but you're only fighting what? Yeah, this is a cheap ass. This is a cheap mission.
You're all set. Settle in and keep chilly until they arrive.
There is a new ground vehicle coming with IAE, Mr. Evans, which I'm almost more excited for than the Perseus. Because, as you know, I am an enjoyer of combined arms in this game and ground vehicles, as bad as they are. But there is a ground vehicle coming from what we saw of the leaks ages ago. It looks like it's going to be a variant of the MTC with some sort of missile rack. And also some new missiles, some bespoke surface-to-air missiles with tuned stats to make them more potent at shooting down aircraft, I think. So, I'm actually pretty excited for that. Considering how well the MTC drives and how far along in the pipeline the MTC is compared to other ground vehicles, it's quite a nice ground vehicle to drive. So if they come out with one that's maybe a little bit more armored and with anti-air capabilities, could be a really cool vehicle.
Okay.
Watch your radar and make sure no one catches us off guard.
Guys on some baddies. Don't see the target.
Worth grinding in live for size 3 gear of the new ship, not PTU. Yes, Clack, that's all I'm doing right now. Making a little bit of money for live for some of the gear, for some of the stuff for the Perseus. But we don't know, do we even know like the size of all its components? There's supposed to be another Atlas platform vehicle from last year's Silhouettes. Yeah, maybe that's what this is.
Confirm target.
Honestly, don't know, but I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. I recall correctly, all size 3.
Landing gear.
Well,
raised.
I hope so. Well, not hope so, but yeah, it makes things easy. Makes things doable. Oh, you poor soul.
On the target.
So yeah, I'm just making a little bit of moolah for live. I'm pretty broke, so... You've earned scripts. I want a camper van, a ground vehicle with a bed log option. I'd live in it. You say that, Darwin, but the distances you have to drive are extreme. I mean, you'd have to live in it because you wouldn't be able to achieve anything, you know, a day at a time. You'd have to take one day just to travel. Yeah, the Atlas platform already has missiles. Well, yeah, I mean, it has the ballista, but they're torpedoes. The ballista fires torpedoes and not missiles. The Storm is the missile vehicle. Yeah, David, honestly, I've almost considered trying to do, like, content like that, but the driving is so extreme. Alright, let me go get repairs. Cyclone AA is also a thing. It is awful though, Shifty. Plus you get like 4 missiles, I think. That's the only thing I'm apprehensive about with this new ground vehicle. If it has such a small rack that it can't, you know, it doesn't even have much ordnance. What makes the Storm so good, or at least somewhat good, is that it has so many missiles. I only like them with big racks. It's true. Don't know, Feudal. And then there's the G12A. Yeah, what the hell happened to the G12A? Jeez. That looked like it could have been quite a good vehicle. Does a Storm fit on the Asgard? Should do. My FOV is 110, Hammer Toe. Yeah, I forget about the G12, to be honest. You like it, Hammer Toe? Yeah. Just feels more comfortable. You can see more shit too. I don't like it beyond the 110. Once you go beyond 110, it starts to get a little bit too distorted and warpy for my liking. But 110 feels like a good sweet spot for me. I think it goes up to 116. Walrus, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Thank you very much for the Prime, 41 months. Yeah, it starts to get a little bit fishbowl-y.
Landing gear deployed.
Remember the Rangers, guys? I do. Quake FOV. I do have an ultra-wide screen. Okay, well, it's a bit different in that case. Asgard has so many components. It's going to be a tank with engineering. Yeah, but also more chance for things to get hit, right? Dunno. So if you ever get that, guys, when the landing disappears, just switch tab on the mobiGlas. That does help. Try not to get the Toby eye tracker, but it's been a struggle. How come, Mr. Evans? It's 20% off right now. That is as good as the sale gets. It's their, you know, pre-Black Friday sale that runs till the 1st of December. You can get 20% off. They never go below that. At least I've never seen them go below that.
Landing gear raised.
So if you are thinking of getting one, now is probably one of the best times. That used to be so much worse. Yeah, it's a bit better now, Shifty. The Gauntlet 4, the scenario mission, 70k a pop. Forgot what they are called. You know, I haven't done any of those, man. You mean, Gilly or whatever his name is? Toby really is amazing. It makes the game so much more immersive. Totally, man. Yeah, it's great. Too breezy. Is that repeatable then, Robert? I thought they were just like tutorial missions. I spent so much money on my awesome setup at 20% off. Yeah, I mean, they'll do another 20% off, 20% off for some other big event or big date. They might even do one for Christmas. Honestly, don't know. But maybe 2 or 3 times a year they do the 20% off. Other than that, the 15% off promotion they do is quite common. No, you 20% off. I think the Toby's gone up in price for US folks due to the glorious Orange Messiah tariffs. Not just US folks, everybody. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They give script also. Nice, just scored a case of Jack Daniels honey flavor, $40. A case? Love that honey. That Tennessee honey. That is a nice whiskey. $40 for a crate. A case. What are they, little, like the flight bowls? It's nice stuff. It's good stuff.
Okay, good. Found them. Operation Security Blanket is a go.
Operation Security Blanket. Love it.
All
Yeah, I
channels,
unfortunately...
I'm under attack. Please,
Jesus.
if you hear this, help me.
Help me! My Toby is currently out of action. It's not attached to my monitor at the moment. The stick is, well, what I was relying on stopped working. My heavy duty Velcro doesn't work. The nano tape that TRF recommended unfortunately isn't working at the moment. I need to just clean it off a little bit so that the tape sticks, bonds better.
Gotta keep them off us so we can work.
But
If you don't do something, that ship is toast.
yeah, no Toby at the moment. It's horrible. It feels really hard to play without it. I don't normally ever play without it. Look at this. I'm moving my head and looking at ships, and it doesn't move in game because it isn't turned on.
You're doing a hell of a job. Don't back down now.
Keep the fighters off me so I can work.
My dude.
Wait, take that ship before it's too late.
Don't worry. It's all under control. It's a Talon.
I'm heading out. Take care.
Easy money. I mean, this is such easy money.
One of Foxwell's clients has a ship in trouble and they need security support. I hope you'll be able to keep them safe.
Pretty sure he's safe.
Thanks for grabbing this. Just spoke with the pilot and they're anxiously awaiting your arrival.
What?
Don't let us down.
To give me another mission when I'd even request one? I went with a magnetic tripod. I can't use anything that's like a tripod, unfortunately, because I got a lot of stuff there already in that space. You have to use more Velcro. I mean, really much Velcro. This fixed the Toby problem for me, says Slow-Mo. Yeah, maybe. I mean, on my last monitor, I literally used, I think it was like Gorilla Glue. And that was brilliant, but I'm not putting glue on this brand new G8. It's too soon. I like him, Mr. Evans. Hey, Sideshow, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, I already have... There's too much stuff here. Like, I can't have anything here. I have my Stream Decks. I need access to the second keyboard for the other machine. There's no room there. This is just not sticking. Gorilla Tape is like 3M double-sided tape on crack. Is it going to damage the monitor? Is that the Toby not sticking? It's the tape. Basically, I mean, I've taken it off now, but I tried nanotape. Every time I came back to the computer after a day or whatever, it was hanging off. My heavy-duty Velcro, the heat from the monitor, basically seems to cause it to slowly just fall off as well. So I think it's the heat that's the biggest problem. Ideally, yeah, the Bommel. Use the double-sided Gorilla Tape for lots of stuff. If I didn't have the sticker thing that it came with, I would use that. The Toby one, it works for you still, Sandman? That's the biggest problem I have with the Toby. It's just the thing they give you to attach the screens isn't great. If you use VHB tape from 3M, it will hold up to heat incredibly well and can be removed without any residue. VHB tape. I don't know, man. Everyone told me nanotape would be flawless. I think it just gets too hot in here. There's too much stuff. Yeah, damage. Let me just get a new monitor. Another streamathon coming right up. The heat wins. VHB's very high bond. License plates. Jesus Christ, that's safe to put on the monitor? I don't know about that. It's going onto plastic. There's a plastic, oh god, I'm about to get lit up. A little bit. There's a plastic, piece on the bottom of the monitor that stores the sensor. Oh, wow. 30k. Stores the, like, sensor, the receiver. That's where I put it. Sounds a very high bond. VHB is good stuff. Okay. Yeah, Raiketo, that's standard stuff with adhesives. I use longer Velcro strips to reach the colder regions of the monitor. Yeah, maybe I'll just try more of that slow-mo. Yeah, I'll just get the screwdriver on it. Awesome. Yeah. Watch the sink back into the ground, probably. Maybe it means they're dropping the next patch. Yes. No. Not yet. You have to be careful. If you use VHB on a large area, you'll tear the plastic apart when peeling off without a Stanley knife. Yeah, man, I don't want to put anything like that near my G8, dude. That's the problem. I don't know if I want any of that sort of shit, especially along the bottom of the G8. The bottom of the G8's got like vents. They're like vents along the bottom. It's just so annoying. It's the only downside of the Toby. It's just getting it to stay on the monitor sometimes. I use the nail gun. Guys, bad news. Good news is the Toby's not going anywhere. The bad news is the £1,200 4K monitor is out of commission. We're back to making videos in 720p. Yeah, I got the 4K monitor, Stross fan. Yeah. The G8, my friend, here. Oh. That's the Toby. I mean, the only other option is obviously some sort of mount, some sort of tripod thing, but then it's in the way of everything else. I'd rather not. 32-inch Stross. I'm telling you, museum putty. You'll only need 2 little dots and it'll stay forever until you want it to come off. Yeah, but does that stuff come off the monitor when I want it to come off? Don't know, man. I'll have to try something else. I might try this, I don't know. Maybe just a little bit more Velcro. I'll do another, because that was what I did before that lasted quite a while. But it wasn't perfect. It would still get loose sometimes and I would need to like re-stick it. Cool. Oh my goodness, another 30k. What is going on? This is live. These are the live servers. This could be a ground hit. Use a small mobile phone stand, says Rogue. Yeah, I think, was it Raven who said that? Try the nanotape Velcro combo, see if that works. Might be enough to isolate it from the heat of the monitor. Wait, so how does that, what's that combo, TRF? My Toby's also held on by Velcro, but it sags and I need it removable because the monitor controls are on the bottom center where it gets mounted. So I use a cut down Pringles tube to hold it up. Oh no. No. I can't be doing that. You know, I like my setup to be clean and minimalistic as possible. There's already too much shit. That sounds ghetto as hell, Shifty, but you got to do what you got to do. That's crazy, Pride. Okay, interesting. Nanotape on the screen, Velcro on the nanotape, and Toby. No, I don't know about that because, like right now, TRF, the nanotape falls off with the Toby. That's true, Bastion. Very true. Blue tack, Midgard. Redneck engineering at its finest. What you got to do there, son? You got to get a half a can of Pringles, a little bit of spit. Well, the same issue with the Toby a week ago. Instead of setting 2 spots of tape, I just did one big, lengthy 2-side tape, and it did the trick. Yeah, I've got to get a little bit more creative. I'll figure it out. And Bob's your uncle. Just use blue tack. I don't know what kind of blue tack you have where you are, but blue tack is barely good enough to hold a piece of paper on the wall. So the screen is the problem, not the Toby. Might be the plastic type then. I think it's the screen. Yeah, it's falling off the screen. Maybe. I think it's the heat. I think it's just the heat, maybe, TRF. It gets hot there, you know, that's like one of the hottest parts of the monitor. Real Redneck would have their SC rig set up in an 80s Mustang on cinder blocks. 8K's worth of parts in a rust bucket. Holy shit, Sergeant Smash used no nails. That's insane. To be honest, on my last monitor, I did use epoxy glue, but yeah, like I said, it's not going near this one. You got 2 hands. He's one to hold the Toby. To be honest, it's so important having head tracking. Could almost be justified, Mr. Blah. But who's flying the ship? I don't know, Nurple. But like, what would the mount do? The mount would, it would still need to be, if it's going on the monitor, it's going to still need to connect to the monitor somehow. This is a really long server error. Tell me about it. I don't know what they're up to. No release candidate yet, though. I don't have a 3D printer, no. Could hook around the stand or mount at the back, then loop underneath. That's what I was thinking, but that gets kind of crazy. There is a small stand for the eye tracker I've seen. Yeah, but I've already said this. I don't want a stand. Like, it's in the way of things if it's there. I don't know, if I could move... I suppose I could just move it out the way. Oh yeah, fan man, trust me. As soon as I stop streaming, the release candidate will drop. .4 is going to be my first update. Is it really going live on the 20th? No delays. Yeah, it'll be live. Guaranteed by the 20th, Tech Bender. Unless there is something crazy that keeps it out. But we'd know by now, I feel like. And to be honest, CIG would still push it. So, yeah, basically by the 20th or on the 20th, it'll be out. May get it sooner, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. You never know. Yeah, maybe 2F, but there isn't really anywhere to connect a long strip just because of the shape of the bottom of the monitor. So...
Landing gear deployed.
Why are my shields not back? What? I think I'm in nav mode still. Damn, these 30Ks are... Just killing me, dude. I can't do anything. Oh my god! Jeez, more 30Ks than I've had in weeks. 3 30Ks in a row. Something crazy going on. Ship's gonna blow!
There's something wrong with this computer.
How's it going, Hiddleston? Something like that would be cool, Iron Sheep, yeah. Do you think the Perseus interior will remain the same from what we saw? I'd like to have a small med bay. Oh, do you know what? I don't remember. Fuck it. Let's, where did we see the Perseus? When was the last time we got any kind of look at the Perseus? Was it at, must have been in, aside from the IAE thing, when did we last get a good look at the Perseus? Or anything to do with the Perseus? Surely not 4 years ago. This is when they debuted the ship.
So this ship is really a military ship. It's about destroying other big ships.
Because it's so formidable.
Right, just big disclaimer. This is 4 years old, guys, at this point. 4 years old. Exactly when did it drop? December 2020. So yeah, it's 5 years old. What? Oh, this is so old. This is basically not even worth watching. Could be a completely different ship at this point. I mean, this is when they're all in COVID, I guess, when everyone was working from home. That's my stream. What the hell? Comlink. All right. Thank you for that, Zap.
Formidable that you're in a fight, and if somebody turns up with a fleet and it's stacked full of gunships, you're just going to be like, oh, damn.
fleet in Star Citizen is sort of built around a capital ship, or capital ships as it's called. So you have the Javelin destroyer, so that is designed for really duking it out with.
How long did it take you to put that together? Sorry, guys, we just got to quickly look at this. Clacky's just made. He's got an update for us from the for the patch. Oh, why can't I fucking post it? Give me the link, damn it. Guys, I've got an update for the patch. We know when it's coming. And it's actually crazy. In developer chat, just underneath the secret Squadron 42 playtest channel that only certain people got added to, look, Jared Huckabee and Chris Roberts are having a conversation there. This is clearly, I'm not privy to this chat channel. This is where the big names hang out, even though they've got really weird handles. Sorry, usernames. Jared Huckabee, the patch is ready for deployment. Should we release it for the European fans? For a start, Jared Huckabee would never say European fans. Chris Roberts says, as soon as Detox's stream finishes, you can release it. Yeah, I mean, just confirming what we all knew all along anyway. I mean, this isn't news, but I'm glad we finally have it on record. Finally, we have it on record. Chris Roberts and Jared Huckabee conspiring.
That's so freaking annoying.
Conspiring to release the patch when I can't play it. Yep. Thank you, Clacky.
It's
Very
false.
good.
It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. We made it up.
Grim Wraith, what's up?
With other big capital ships. You have the Idris, which is a carrier, so can sort of take on other big ships. It's got a big railgun on the front, but primarily it's there to deliver fighters.
Yeah, so one thing everybody just needs to be aware of before you go out in your Perseus hunting Idrises, just be aware that Idris railgun will probably eat you up for breakfast in the Perseus.
And then you have the Polaris, which is a long-range torpedo boat. And you have the Hammerhead, which is a great anti-fighter screen. But what we're missing is this hybrid role that sits between the Hammerhead and the Polaris that is your fleet defense ship that is moderately large size and capable of dishing out firepower to deal with large ship threats that aren't quite capital ships.
It has been a while since we've done an RSI ship. Obviously there are some in the fleet already. And then you take all those and you fold in the functionality.
When we were designing this ship, it was obviously built around the concept of having these large turrets, that you had a bridge on the front, but it sort of just felt like a Polaris with a turret on the top and the bottom. And for a ship of this style, having that bridge at the front didn't quite sit well with us, so we then tried alternates with a more traditional bridge, taking cues from the Bengal, and that definitely looks better, but then has the knock-on that the upper front turret has a blind spot behind. So we had to make sure that the rear turret could not have a blind spot there, and then deal with the point defense system turrets to help alleviate those spots.
You want it to look aggressive, but you also want it to be unique. You want it to look like it's part of the family. When you see this ship, you know you're in trouble. That's what players are looking for.
Does it punch above his weight class? Yes, it absolutely does.
The ship was a real skeleton crew of 4 men. So you had the pilot.
So the interior. I'm looking at this because of what was the question about the interior again, Cass Rex? Cass Rex says, "Do you think the Perseus interior will remain the same from what we saw? I'd like to have a small med bay." You wanted to have a med bay as well, do you? Well, I'm afraid not. No, I don't think it. I mean, it's kind of like almost big enough to warrant a med bed of some sort, I guess, maybe a tier 3 bed.
They're in all the functionality that John wanted, but also make it easy to navigate. It should be clear for the player at any point what part of the ship they're in, and it's split over 3 decks. So the lower deck is your cargo and access to the lower turret, and then you go up, and then that's sort of the main deck, and that goes from front to back. You know, you can reach your front turret to torpedo room, or you can go right back into habitation and the captain's room. And there's also a central lift for ease of navigation, basically. And then the top floor is bridge, escape pods, and engineering section. So for a player, it should all be quite straightforward.
Yeah. I don't think it yeah, TRF, I know. The Return of the Sig Whisperer, I know. Oh, what was his name? Paul Jones. No, I mean, it's tempting, right? It's tempting to say my ship... This is nuts. What have they done? They've broken something. It's tempting to say my ship needs a medbay because, you know, there's 6 people on it and it's quite a big ship and they're going to be on there for a long period of time. In any other... Like, in reality, it probably would, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm not a Navyman, ex-Navy guy, but pretty much any ship of this sort of size would have some sort of medbay / triage, wouldn't it? I don't really... I guess not. No, I guess there's just not enough crew to warrant a medbay. Like, I'm looking at it like a triage room where people go to, you know, patch up injuries that they might sustain on the ship. Like, that surely a ship of this size that has living quarters, engineering, etc. Any ship that size would have some sort of med bay, but not necessarily a bed where you're going to respawn, which is what a med bay means in SC. $5, Jimmy. That's like it's like a week's worth of work here. What's going on? Welcome in. Make live unplayable, launch barely playable PTU equals CRG win. It would seem. I think it makes sense for it to get at least a tier 3, but I don't see it happening.
Is growing.
From a gameplay perspective, it doesn't make sense because, you know, you've got to keep medical gameplay as a specialty, as a, you know, it's certain gameplay that's dedicated to certain types of ships. It needs to be separate in that sense, but in a, like, living aboard a ship reality sense, it would have some sort of med bay.
Starters, and we've already seen aspects of that with the Invictus launch week. You've seen the capital ships in game. There's obviously the Hammerhead in game already. When this is in game, you'll also have much more of a rounded fleet to play with that will provide a great threat and deterrence to other players.
The RSI Perseus is the latest concept offering available now on the...
Okay. Latest concept offering available now. So then there's this. They need a medbed that provides tier 3 healing but no respawn. Something like that, right? I agree. Maybe not. A week, I can get 50p a night around the back of the local pub. Bloody hell. That's some damn good prices. Is that up north, Jimmy? You can't get that down in the south. It has room for a nurser. That's a very good point, actually. It can carry a rover. Gun deck. Yes. I love that it has a deck called the gun deck. Captain's quarters are at the back of the ship. Mess hall. Crew quarters. Is there not a better, closer up image? Now, I don't know about you guys. No one's mentioned this. I do think the exterior of the hull from what we saw in the IAE video is a bit of a downgrade to what we're seeing in the concept. What would you need a medbed for? It's not made for FPS? Well, think about it. You're on a combat ship. You're being shot at. Things blow up. Holes emerge. computers explode. You've all seen Star Trek. At any moment, you could be standing on a terminal and a fucking electrical bolt could shoot out and, you know, suddenly your lead engineer requires some medical attention. What are you going to do? Just wait 2 hours for a Cutlass Red to come and ferry him to a med bay? Come on. Hey Rich, how you doing, buddy? Hope all's well. Sure hope this RC PTU today fixes the major hangar overlap issue in Nix. I really hope it makes the frames at least 10 frames per second better. Yeah. A lot of greebling. Is that the word, Hiddleston? Greebling? Do we have a... Clacky, could you get an image of the new Perseus? Yeah, thanks, dude. Oh, what about the brochure? Okay, no, it's not going to cut it. Fire damage and whatnot. Yeah, you know, there's tons of hazards on a big ship. Rub some dirt on it and get back to your post. What are your frames like playing at 4K? Anywhere between 30 and 60 on 4.4 at least, Vivi. That is some copium. Who needs a med bay on a combat ship when you can reincarnate somewhere safer? Greebles, the little knobbly bits. Yeah, I personally think the exterior visuals of the Perseus, that when we saw the IE clip, is a little bit of a downgrade compared to, you know, this super armor plated look that this thing has right now in the concept. It's got like this smooth armor plating look that makes it look like a modern Navy, this sort of destroyer slash cruiser slash battleship, whatever you want to call it. Thank you, Roscoe. And then the new sort of look, it has a lot of... It's thicker, like it's chunkier, it's less sleek. There it is. Still looks good, don't get me wrong. It's not the best image. The actual video shows it a little bit better, but it has lots of like these like blocks of the outer hull kind of protruding, much like the Polaris. I don't know. Just a nitpick. I think it still looks good, but it ain't as good as the concept, I would say. They didn't make it... They didn't give it the Carrack treatment, Addies, no. Because it's not a knife like it was advertised? Yeah, where's a better... The video clip shows it best. Clacky's got it. Clacky's on it. Thanks, Clacky. Appreciate it, dude. Here you go. Look at it, like the amount of raised hull and bits coming off it. Like, I get why, because in reality, when they're building the ship, that's just how it has to be made, but it's not that sort of smooth, sharp looking look to it, that armor plating look to the hull that it has in the concept art. There we go. That's a better look at it. Look at how sort of like chunky it looks. A lot of chunk coming off it. A lot of greebles, as you guys say. It still has a good, sharp silhouette. What I'm talking about is just the hull. Literally the hull along the sides and the top. There's a lot of bits coming off and raised and lowered and stuff. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I can't describe it very well, but when you just compare it to the the sort of plating, the hull plating looks a lot smoother in the concept. Don't do that, Feudal. The Avenger Titan's probably, I would say, a better ship overall. But if it depends what you want to do with it. If you just think the Intrepid's going to bring you more joy, then just do it, Feudal. It's not that much of a... I mean, the firepower is pretty big difference, but yeah. Feels very noisy. Yes, it feels noisy. It's a good way to put it. The hull feels a lot noisier than the sleekness we had in the concept. Plus, it's straight up like different color. It's basically how the Perseus looks now is literally like they've ripped plates off the Polaris and made a new shape out of it that resembles the Perseus. So the best way to put it. It feels like it's not a completely different ship. It's the Perseus is the receiver of the downwind Polaris ship pipeline, and visually you can really see that on the exterior now. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. I still think the ship is really cool, and you know, I have one, which I've changed my character to, but it definitely lost this sort of initial look and feel in what I'm seeing from this IAE video. It's pieces of the Polaris shaped into the Perseus shape. Look at the Anvil Paladin, for example. It has this sort of smooth armor plating, right? This smooth hull plating. I don't know. We'll see. Like a Lego made with a different set. Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from the Perseus. But I still think it's, you know, it fits the RSI aesthetic now that we know of from since the Polaris. It still looks like it's going to be, you know, nothing's changed fundamentally about the ship. It's just the aesthetic a little bit. Definitely looks like it's ready for a brawl still, Draco, yeah. Like she went from nice and smooth, then went to Whammers, 2-for-1 offer and got a chonk on. No, it's not that. It's nothing to do with, like, it didn't get the Carrack treatment in that sense. It's just the external hull, just the outer plating is off. That's all. What, Harabek? Of course it looks like the Polaris. The Polaris was built off the Perseus concept. And the Perseus was built from the Polaris asset. What do you mean? The Polaris concept was out way before the Perseus. Oh shit, oh shit. Jesus. Woo. Well, so begins the long trek through Moria. This is a really cool location. This might be good for an IMI event or something. Where is this? HDSF Breckenridge. Oh, we've actually done an op here many moons ago. Ground turrets, the great equalizer. Yeah. Imagine if we had turrets this powerful on a vehicle platform. Basically, the Polaris was so outdated, CIG built the Polaris using the Perseus concept and OG Polaris concepts as reference guides. But why did none of them? So why does none of them look like the Perseus original concept? Should be good for bounty hunting. Depends. Like real bounty hunting, like if you actually have to get the bodies. You know, you obviously limited on options. Well, Cuddy Blue is pretty much the only one. But if you're just looking for a ship to go shoot people with, you're not concerned about bringing, you know, things aboard with cargo space, then look for either a, you know, light or medium fighter. That is a good one if you're looking to get into combat for the first time. It's a good ship to kind of teach you the ropes. It's not too weak, not too powerful. Perseus concept art informed the Polaris' visuals, but the actual interior was built with the original concept layouts as a main guideline. Right, okay. When was this? Did they speak about this, Arabic? It doesn't really explain what I was talking about, though. I mean, they basically used the Polaris's pipeline, whatever you want to call it, the modeling, the models, the textures, and everything they had from the Polaris. They used that leftover to build the Perseus from what it looks like. Avenger Stalker and Anvil Hawk have space for bodies. Well, the Hawk is a body, but not a cryopod. Right? It's just you can put a body in there, in that weird second seat. Avenger Stalker's a good one. I forget about the Stalker. Yeah. But the Hawk is actually in a really good spot at the moment, but there's no actual reason to use those ships for bounty hunting specifically. Didn't so much speak about it, but it was kind of shown with the very early reconcept work. But the Polaris we have today still very much looks like the original Polaris concept to me. It's surprising how well they kept it to the concept with the Polaris. They didn't change much. Got another server error here. This is so weird. Live is cooked for some reason.
There's something wrong with this computer.
I haven't had this many 30Ks in such a long time. I know, Berlin. The Zeus MR, whenever that thing comes out. Zeus MR, yeah, that's a good one. That could be a good bounty hunting ship, but I'll really need some convincing of that to be a good combat ship after flying the Zeus ES. Meteor's not a great combat ship, really, Mystery Derp. It's more of a support combat ship. It can't brawl or dogfight. The Polaris changed a lot in the same way the Perseus did. It was smoother looking in concept, and the finished ship had way more stuff all over it. Really? I remember the Polaris always looking kind of... Oh yeah, you're right. It did look a lot smoother. Yeah, it did. It did look a little bit smoother in its old concept art. Here we go. Yeah, it has that. Yeah, look, there's like way less raised elements, way less raised sections of the hull. They clearly just couldn't build a ship like that. with their, with the textures they have, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. Basically, the lesson is don't trust the concepts. The meme to your, We're trying to make Papa Detox proud and spent the weekend doing patrol missions in a Scorpius. Nice. Scorpius is a good ship. Okay, Herbeck. Well, we'll know very soon. We all know very soon. We'll get the Perseus soon, and we'll have a good look at it. It's the first ship I've actually bought before it came out in a long, long time. I don't think I've ever bought a ship before it came out. Or at least, I spent the difference of upgrading from the Carrack to the Perseus. I wouldn't have bought it brand new. But it wasn't a lot of money to go from the Carrack to the Perseus. And unfortunately, I barely ever used the Carrack, so... They've both been upgreebled. They have. Greeble is a great word I'm going to keep using. Made an emote for the Polaris a while back before it came into the game, and now that's in the game. Every time I see someone use the emote, it bothers the shit out of me because it looks so different. I've been meaning to remake that one. Yeah, it's like every time I see the old Carrack concept, that aggressive-looking long antennas in the blast shield, which we eventually did get, but even then it still doesn't quite live up to what the concept was. You weren't a Carrack gibberer? Did I get the Carrack before that came out? I think I did. 2019 CitizenCon. 2019? Yeah, I got the exploration pack, I think, and it was like, it worked out really good. Token helped me out. He was like the... Token was like the hanger jockey of the group, of the community, and he showed me a way to get more for my money by getting to the exploration pack with the Carrack. Pretty much so, man, yeah. I'm saving for a Saber, looked online, said was nice for beginner, mid-ship for pew pew and kabooms. Agree? Yeah. It's a pretty decent medium fighter, Chow, for beginners. How are you not getting blown to smithereens over there? Deedus, how many peeps you got in your org? We have... It's sitting at now. We basically keep a very tight, smaller active member base. I think it's like 65, 70 at the moment. 65, 60. Hello, boys. 69! Oh my god, it's 69, Raven. Perfect. 69... And that is basically active members. And that is how I like to keep it and how the other guys like to keep it for the most part. We haven't opened recruitment in a very long time because there really is no reason to open up recruitment much at the moment. We have enough people to do most things. Was that man unarmed? He was, but he looked at me dangerously. I don't understand why the hate on the Stinger. I think it's not very maneuverable, and it's a big target, Roxanne. A lot of DPS, but I don't know. I don't fly it. Yeah, the old exploration pack was basically the price of just the Carrack now, and you got extra ships with it. Yeah, so that's what my main package is now, Reiki. It's the exploration pack. I guess it's really challenging to match the concepts exactly with the physicalized modules. Definitely. I mean, concept artists. I feel that concept artists probably have the best job in the whole company. They've got to, right? They must have the best. They must have the best job in the whole company. That they got to be like the. I don't know. What's holy sh. Gun is that? That's weird. The concept art is right. They design these amazing looking ships. They print money for the company. You know, their pen basically fabricates money. And they don't have any obligation to actually put the ship in game and match it to the concept. They can just make the coolest looking shit, get paid, go home, no stress. He was saying, "Look, I washed for supper." Yeah, demolished they were. Oh shit. Oh, 100% Noble. Yeah, I mean, the concept art, the concepts in this game are definitely what get people's imagine juices flowing. And like I said, I mean, that's what prints the money, right? That's people get excited about the concepts. People wouldn't pay, you know, thousands of dollars for the concept of a ship years before they ever got to actually play with it if it looked like shit. But that's why they're concepts, right? They're concept art. It's a concept, not one-to-one. I think there's something else going on. Leather jackets, no shirt underneath, Nurple? They're not so innocent. This guy's got no shoes on. Nach. Precision strike on Chase Fodor. I just lobbed a grenade into his spawn elevator. That's true, Nurple. That is very true. Nothing wrong with it if it was. They're just doing their thing, having their fun in the verse. Simple men trying to make their way in the universe. I maybe get how they made it a little fatter, because once it gets physicalized, they have to make it work with walking around inside of it and everything. But they completely changed the look of those thrusters for no reason. They were so much cooler looking in the concept. Wait, for the Carrack? Talos says, okay, useless info on... So Greebly is a prop model maker's term for making multi-sided pieces that could be rotated on the fly to give a completely different appearance during filming. Really? Okay. Does that apply to ships? Ironclad got my imagination going. Think of all the things I can fit in here. So much room for activities. Dash for true. Yeah, the Ironclad, I mean, to me, that's just a ship with a shit ton of space. That's a lot of space on that bad boy. I honestly don't remember too much about the Ironclad. Long ride home. Great, game's lost all my angles and everything. Hate when it does that. Yeah, exactly, Pride. The Ironclad initially interested me, but I've settled into the Odyssey as my ultimate goal, I think. Until you're dead or you find something better, Ridge. We all know there's going to be something better before that concept is out. Yes, that's right, Sam. And that's one of the things that helped give it a more aggressive look, which is what I loved about it. Ironclad is a big fat rectangle. Don't be so hard on him. What you got against rectangles, Sideshow? More of a triangular kind of guy? More of a Dorito guy? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the last ship that I paid for before it was flight ready. Normally, I don't give a shit about concept ships. You know, my content is never really focused around ships. Like, you know, a lot of channels, it's all about like ship reviews and ship news and ship info. And it's obviously an unavoidable and interesting part of the game, but ships don't interest me until they are like in the game and I can see what I can actually do with them typically. Until I actually get hands-on. I don't really get too excited about concepts. But with the Perseus, I know no matter what, it's going to come into the game with 4 big fucking guns on it. And that's all I like the look of it, and it's got lots of big guns on it. I know exactly what I'm going to do with it. I know how it's going to behave. So I can kind of like allow myself to get invested in it. I like me a good parallelogram. Yeah, sophisticated fellow, Raven. Not excited about the Kraken? No, I don't really get excited about concept ships. I get excited when it's close to coming in the game, and I've seen realistic images of it and videos of it, and I've seen how it actually works in the game for the most part, right? Something like that. Don't know. I don't know. I don't get too invested in the concept of ships. I got the Kraken poster over my bed. Damn. I am very entered about the Kraken. Very entered, but nice. How far? Yeah, I mean, I like the idea of what the Kraken can possibly do, but I don't know. I need it to be a little bit more immediate for me to get like actually excited. Oh right, Talos. Gotcha. Yeah. That's where it comes from. Hey, thank you very much, Sin, for the brand new Prime sub. Welcome in. 07 to the chat, new subscriber. Thank you, man. You'll be excited once you put 10 tonks on its pads. Why would you defile the Kraken with that useless thing, Bart? Big meat, Nopal. That's a very good reason to be excited, Phoenix. Is release candidate on the PT supposed to be released this evening? Yes, Stickman. Unless something changes. Unless they discover something wacky about it again. Many salutes, Sin. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. If you had 10 tonks on the Kraken and then rolled it over in orbit, could all of them fire orbital strikes onto a target? Yeah. Magical physics grids, right? Honestly, I don't know. How does that work these days? Hagbard, what's going on? Good to see you. Ten ballistas on the flight deck in space. Also kind of cool. Oh god, I think I'm being shot. But again, you're putting putting slow, ground-based, torpedo-based ground vehicles on a spaceship, you're not going to hit much. Such a good-looking ship, the Mark 1. Yeah, buddy. Goddamn right, Snake. Goddamn right. The old retro. The retro Mark 1. Wars were won with this ship. Not that fancy pants Mark 2. Do we know how many ships would be able to land on the Kraken before they start despawning? I know the Idris and Polaris both have a limit. Pfft, not yet. Medicide too far out, I'd assume. Ten Centurions could be cool, Raven, yeah. But then you can't land any ships on it. What are the odds we get the Perseus in today's PTE release candidate? It's definitely not impossible. Kydels. And the fact that it'll probably come out after I leave tonight is even higher probability that the Perseus will be on it. I want that skin for the Mark II. Yeah, I do wonder if they'll offer something like that. Military skin for the Mark II. That would be cool. Even more criminals. You disable the power core of the Kraken with the tonks on the deck. Will they float away? Don't think it works that well. Wow, live is absolutely buggered. Live is bad. Nothing works. I don't want any ground-based ones. Literally giving me nothing else. We've gotten fuck all for resistance in the CZs and things are working great. On live? Sneak? Yeah, I guess so. Nice. Well, here, nothing is working. It is bad. I can't accept any missions. I've had 5 server errors today. 30Ks. It's not great. It sucks to hear it does, Sneak. What are you going to do about it, man? How are you going to improve my situation? Because I think it could be your fault. Because it sounds like you're having a better time than me, and it's not really fair, is it? When you think about it. Hauling works. I'm saving hauling for 4.4. At some point when that's live, I'm definitely going to do some interstellar hauling. This isn't an intergalactic kegger. Yeah, thanks, Spearmint. Providing a little bit of perspective, reality. Sending thoughts and prayers. This is the American way. It is the American way. Does it work? Hold on a minute. I can feel them. I can feel them coming. It's coming, Sneak. Oh, no. Just bad gas. I'll be hauling Vandal bodies. Yeah, what's everybody's plans for 4.4 Live? Give me some ideas for content. I mean, I already know what I'm going to be doing. I have content planned, but never know. Might get some cool ideas from you guys. You guys have good ideas. And then I'll take the idea for my own, obviously. All me. I came up with it. Guten Tag, Happer. Opa, sorry. I got A2 for that. I can deliver a proper load for everyone. Or grief for Reiki. See how much of my bingo card I can tick off? It's far too emergent. I'm probably going to sign up as crew somewhere and then just see where that takes me. Really, Chris? Just ship surf. Hell yeah, I can already picture Detox with the trucker hat and red lumberjack shirt hailing the living crap out of things. Yeah, dude, I'm going to be doing some interstellar hauling content when that comes out. Only after I've exhausted my other content avenues. AKA the Perseus and, you know, Nyx and Levski gameplay. Why, Awesome? Why was that my fault? Running a path, then Worm 1 and onto Green Worm has not done any of that yet. You haven't done the Stormbreaker, Valakar, or Yomandi yet, Chaos. It's good. Yeah. Grind tech mission for Perseus parts, collect 100 strong Vandal army. Yeah, I'll probably be doing some of that with you, Clack. With Shao. Definitely going to get that intersect grind on so I can unlock the tech mission and then, yeah, raiding Vandal body parts and cryopods. Actually, I'm gonna... Let's have a look. Have my 600 iron Zeus melted for my Perseus, waiting and ready. Ooh, 600 iron Zeus in favor of a Perseus. Do you have another daily driver, Stickman? Foxwell Enforcement, no thank you. Jesus, no space missions. This is killing me. I wonder if anybody's still doing this. That's got to be easy money, right? I just don't think anybody's doing it anymore.
Landing gear raised.
I might maybe start working towards a Wicklow Polaris. We'll see how my mental health is. If it's bad, I'm rocking a Polaris. On your own? There's rumors of a Idris going in for Wicklow as well at some point. Which would be really cool. That'd give the Augur a big kick up the arse for something big like that. Yay, Enric. Nice. Got sent to OLPs as part of the interstellar contracts. What? Daylight? There's no freight elevators at the OLPs. Oh, you got an Asgard Stigman? Yeah, that's a good one. It's been bugged. You have to do several turbo hops to find players doing it. All right. Well, I'm not too invested in the idea because if there's not enough people doing it, it's just going to be an absolute slog. But yeah, it looks like this one's probably not working. I haven't done either of the new cool boss fights either because I have no friends. What? I'm sure you could get on and do it with Super Mac and the gang. SM Borg. If I can melt bits that can't be melted, I'd be sat in a Perseus but not adding more cash yet. Yeah, don't get too caught up in the new ship hype. Oh, this one's actually working. There really is just no one else here. Wait, there is another ship. Polaris by the looks of it. There's a few. Okay. It's the first time I've done it with more than 20 frames. Yeah, don't get too caught up in the new ship hype. Like, the Perseus is actually quite a specialized ship. It's not like, you know, it's quite specialized. I think we have some aggressive players. Oh no, there's the... No, that's not the mission, Perseus. Or is it? Oh, I think we might be just in time, guys. How much money I'm going to get out of this, though? I have 1.574 mil. Kill it!
No! You can't end like this.
Oh my god.
You can't win.
Perfect timing. Oh, that was it.
Screw you, you said.
I nearly got 100k for doing nothing. I mean, that was pretty good.
Sorting that out for us.
Pretty good.
Transferring your crits now. See you next time.
That'll do. Everybody's farming the shit out of this, I think. Yes, not awesome. You're right. Sorry, you're right. Sorry. Of course. Yeah, the cargo is out on the platform by the batteries. Had to fight the NPC ships and NPCs on the platform. That is pretty cool. Daylight. Nice. Yeah, I want to do like a video on it. I'd like to do a video on it, on the interstellar hauling. I'm really hoping there is some sort of jeopardy along the way. New predictions for the Clipper. I hope it's a more cargo-focused Corsair. Is the Clipper the one that looks a little bit like another Star Wars ship? With like the asymmetrical shape? Honestly, I haven't thought about it too much. I don't really know where I'd put that. It looks a lot smaller than the Corsair, doesn't it? I'm going to get a heavy fighter during IE with credits I have already. F8C or Guardian MX. Not sure if the F8 caught up enough with the buffs. Don't really know, because I haven't flown either of those ships much, Stross, and I don't come up against many of those ships anymore either. Heavies are in a bit of a weird place at the moment, I think. You know, ever since the F7A Mark II, Heavies kind of... You know, CIG balancing its heavies out of the picture. You know, there's ships like the Meteor and the F7A Mark II with so much goddamn firepower. Can you imagine? I can't. I've used up all my Imagine tokens. It's a good ship to keep, Lost, because you can always make money with that. What's up with the new F8C paint? Anybody that has a pledged F8C will get the new paint, or just concierge members? Anybody with... Yeah, anybody that has an F8C from the golden ticket, isn't it? And I guess concierge members will get access to the paint as well? I'm not sure. F8 was decent right before the MM patch. Honestly, I don't want to say it's not decent, because I honestly don't know, and I haven't fought any in so long. But people got used to being able to use heavy fighters in ways that didn't make sense, I feel like. Like, the F8 was doing way more than it should have when it came out. People got used to using heavies in high inertia, high-speed flight models where agility of smaller ships didn't count as much, so the heavies were more powerful because of that. Because it was easier in the previous flight model for ships for you to keep up that high momentum and that high inertia and able to nullify, the benefits of smaller, lighter craft with more agility to get around you and take advantage of your lack of maneuverability. You can't do that as well as in master modes. So heavies kind of changed a little bit then. They're more of a group-oriented ship versus this one fighter to rule them all, which is what they were for quite a long time. And these all suck. 10k and 15k concierge gets special paints. Then there is the Stormfire paint version, which was only obtainable once during that platinum ticket event. Ah, so it's only that new cool camo skin is for the people who took part in the platinum event. Okay. Damage says anyone who submitted a golden ticket, you don't need to own the ship, or platinum ticket in this case, I think, wasn't it? Or if you're concierged up to the point where you have one. Okay. Cool camo. Doesn't it have like the new, isn't it like grey and then it's got like some camo trim? Stuck on a hammerhead, Clacky? How? What do you mean? You can invite me. Yeah, so Bart, they're selling the F8C this year at IAE, and they said something like everybody who got the platinum ticket one gets this new skin for the F8C. Golden ticket, sorry. Yeah. Oh, an NPC? Yeah, invite me in and share it. You're joking, are they really? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I'm not imagining things. F8C, so let's look it up. Here it is. Previously, pledging for an Anvil F8C Lightning required players to locate a CDF F8C certification pass, commonly referred to as a gold license, and redeem it at an in-game mental kiosk? In-game rental kiosk. These licenses were only obtainable during select in-game events. Starting with IAE 2955, the gold license will no longer be required. The F8C Lightning will be available to all players for pledge. Please note, the F8C Lightning is still limited to one per account, so if you have previously pledged for one, you'll not be able to pledge for a second. That said, we want to celebrate two groups of players: those who've redeemed a gold license and previously unlocked pledge access, and those who've reached the qualifying concierge tier ahead of Anvil Day during IAE. Ahead of Anvil Day, guys. Still time to spend money. If you're in either group, you will receive a special commemorative Night Weaver livery, which will be distributed during Anvil Day. This paint is not giftable. Rule will not be retroactively applied in the future, i.e. players who reach the qualifying concierge level after IAE will not receive the commemorative paint. So then the Night Weaver... skin is actually probably one of the coolest looking skins. That's the skin. Yeah, it seems so, Stickman. Will I get Nightweaver if I have the ticket? Yes. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. One of the better looking skins, that's for sure. Let me just reread it. The gold license will no longer be required. FSC line will be available to all players. Please note. Those who've redeemed a gold license and previously unlocked pledge access, and those who've reached the qualifying concierge tier ahead of Anvil Day. So, yeah, those who've redeemed a gold license. God, that purple paint is hideous, Archangel. Absolutely hideous. Are we in the same server, Clack? We are. Oh, you got red levels. Nice. Thanks, dude. That's a going over that? Of course. I don't know myself, so I'd rather be informed when people ask. It's one of those things, again, I'm not too invested in. I don't really care too much for it. So I don't go out my way to find out like the info, but if people are going to keep asking, then sometimes it's good to know. As a content creator for the game, can't always be just the content I like, right?
Hey, it's Walton with Foxwell. Courtesy
Hello,
reminder to not get out of
Walton.
control without getting geared up. Things have been wild out there lately.
Not yet, Dom. Maybe over the next couple of days, but well, not maybe. Guaranteed, obviously, over the next couple of days. Whether it's Thursday or before that, though, nobody knows. At least candidate build comes out in an hour or two, probably. Or 3, who knows? It just got buffed? Yeah, didn't it? What did they do, Crown? Can you remember what they did with it? It's so funny. CIG just doesn't give a shit anymore. They're like, yeah, if we're selling it, don't forget to give it the buff pass. And make sure you put on the calendar the exact date when you're going to nerf it as well. We can't have those buffs running too long, guys. We've got other ships to sell. I don't understand what the obstruction is here. Roll them more G's. You're right. It was roll them more G's, slow-mo. Yeah, exactly. Which was one of the bigger complaints people had with it. Shameless. I mean, it's undeniable at this point. It really is undeniable at this point. It's not even cynical anymore. I mean, well, it is cynical, but they do it so often, Jimmy. It's really hard to deny these days. I only have one arch. Do you have one arch? I don't. So many people are going to have one. Do we know? Does anybody know anybody who's selling their Idris or Polaris to get a Perseus? Detox, do you have some advice for PvP and PvE, hand-to-hand, and in a jet? Hand-to-hand? Can't give you too much tips on melee combat, Rager. PvP and PvE? Some general advice? When it comes to FPS, being aggressive sometimes is the better play. You get Pika's advantage in SC like no one's business. Being aggressive, keep moving. In FPS combat, when it comes to PvP, that's generally my my advice. But I can't say I have any sort of like good general pre-packaged advice that applies to lots of different situations. When it comes to space combat, what's the biggest thing to know? Biggest thing to know about like space combat PvP is it's all about aim, really. It mostly all comes down to aim. So everything you can do to improve your aim is gonna take you far. You know, you can move around and be a great pilot when it comes to maneuverability, but if you can't aim and track and keep your guns on target, none of that matters. But the reason it's good to focus on aim is because half the battle of keeping your guns on target comes down to moving your ship properly. Not just your pitch and yaw, but your strafes as well. They all come together to help you actually keep your pip on target. you imagine your ship is like a big gun, and you've kind of like got to move your ship around in a way that gets the barrel of the gun pointed at your target. Flying decoupled is good advice generally, yeah, but I feel like might be difficult for beginners to start with decoupled. When he starts financing ships over a 10-year monetization, I will have a Perseus. Eventually I'll learn one in-game detox. Okay, Arch. It's a good thing that you haven't got one. There's so many people that have one. There are some creators whose whole thing is teaching people how to dogfight. And Avenger One, Jonathan Winters are two good channels that have lots of resources for you to learn how to PvP and dogfight. Highly recommend them. Clacky, where are you at? There you are. I, as a beginner, can confirm decoupled flying wasn't easy to get adjusted to. Yeah, I started with coupled and flew coupled for years. So in the last couple of years, I've been using decoupled more in fights. I don't use it in day-to-day fighting. If I'm in a fight with another ship, I assess the surroundings and then I decouple, because you're going to crash into something otherwise. I'm not going to get into that, Roxanne, because that's just PvP fucking drama. I'm not interested in talking about that. Whatever you think about Avenger 1, whatever PvP drama of the day is the hot topic, Avenger 1 has done more to teach more people in the community PvP than anybody fucking else out there. And he's incredibly passionate about the game, incredibly passionate about the flight model. You can't take that away from him, and that is why I'll always, recommend people check out his content, helping new people fly and become better pilots. What's that one? Another player clack? All right, let's plow the road. Aaron Yoda. Okay. Clack's in the F8C right now, yeah. Wolf cried about the A2 being OP even though it's a fucking bomber. Yeah, but he's fucking right. No single freaking microwave head keyboard drooler should have that much power. And you're crazy if you think otherwise, really. Like, when it comes to balancing the game, should any single player have that much goddamn power?
Detox is also a lot in PvP you can learn from. He was even mentioned by CIG. Let me play that.
I was watching poor Detox, and it was not a pleasant sight.
Thank you, Klaus. Bastard. What about the injuries? Yeah, it's stupid. No single player should be able to just go around, firing railguns, one-shotting ships. It's silly. The A2, at minimum, should require a second co-pilot to arm and drop the bomb. That was really good timing, Klaus. Well done. Yeah, the A2, it should require a second person to arm and drop the bomb at minimum, and the bomb should have an arming distance just like all torpedoes do. Me and the Org were in an Idris with a full crew in an Idris battle, and an A2 keyboard drooler basically just flew into us and dropped the bomb at the same time, and it was just, you know, the whole ship is, everybody's dead. Everyone in the Idris is dead. I still got missile problems. Missile's not working in live either. What is going on? So weird. Everybody's dead, Dave. Solo cat players are already throwing arguments that they finance the game and therefore they should be able to do anything. Are they? Or is that just general Spectrum nonsense? I mean, both can be true, I suppose, but... It's aggressive, Hamid. I can't just sit at distance and plink it. It keeps coming after me. I never look at Spectrum Chaos. I never go there unless there's an update I need to look at. But, I mean, I get why people do use Spectrum. I don't really need to use it because I have a big Discord community of people to talk to, Star Citizen about, and I have, you know, my Twitch streams and my YouTube comments. I talk about SC enough and have lots of people to talk to about the game without having to go to Spectrum, but not everybody has all those different avenues. So, you know, Spectrum is their only choice, or Reddit. And that's the majority of the player base, let's be honest. Don't blame anybody for going there and using it, but it does feel like a bit of a bubble sometimes. Or are we in the bubble? Who's out of touch? Am I out of touch? No, it's Spectrum who's out of touch. Ooh, feudal. Do like a good brewdog. What one? They act like they're shareholders and they have a say because they spent $100 in the game 8 years ago. You should see the things my tier 3 subs make me do, Sandman. I understand if CIG, you know, has to keep him sweet. Yo, Sloth. Come on, Clacky, kill it. Spectrum makes Reddit look sane. What the hell? You're shooting at me, Clacky. Jeez. Exclamation point specs. Sloth. Hey, we got him.
Alright, not seeing any more hostiles. Clear and clear.
Did I get paid well? I hope I did. Wait, has he got cargo on him? Clack? Oh cool, the specs command isn't working. Of course it isn't.
Don't see anything here.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't talking to you. No cargo. Oh wait, that's not the whole contract. There's more? More? Blimey. Okay, see you there. Hammerhead's one of my favorite ships of all time, just generally pride. I still think the Hammerhead's such a cool concept, such a cool ship. Just has never had a chance to shine. It's never had a good run, I feel like. I don't stick, man. Looking behind you is very simple. It's just a, it's just a keybind. It's under vehicle's view. But no, I don't have a camera tutorial.
Heads up, that pilot's track record is no joke. Engage them with caution. Got a ship in distress. Time to be a hero.
So I don't think the specs thing worked, did it? So I got a 3090, I got a 32 gig of RAM, 5800 X3D. That's all on an SSD. I need more RAM.
Keep it up.
Need more damn RAM for this game. Need more Van Dam RAM.
Flight's over here, genius.
What's over here, genius?
God, I don't like flying without my free look. It's so limited. Oh no, the 4.4 desync's made its way to live.
Where the hell are you going?
Keep the pressure on them.
Oh, they might kill this.
You're doing a hell of a job. Don't back down now.
No! Someone flew into me! No! Did your Toby broke? No, it just won't stick to the... I can't get it to stick to the bottom of the screen, unfortunately. No! Blackie, are you, still alive? Good luck. Right, Mark? That happens when you don't have head tracking. Yeah. Unless I just got one tapped by something. Blind strafing is a bit... Yeah, I hate it. I hate flying without head tracking and not seeing where I'm going. There was a little bit of desync there with the ships as well, so maybe something warped into me. On live, people, yeah, live.
Medicine isn't only about better, it's about better way to celebrate with frosty
Wait over there.
Is Clacky alive?
Welcome to the ASAP
Okay.
vehicle retrieval system.
Christ, where am I? I'm at Everest Harbor. There's nothing here. They're not here. I come in a shiv for the hell of it? Yeah, why not?
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Welcome. Your vehicle please visit us again.
Oh, has RAM gone up a lot now, Alex? I got the tripod stand for Toby until I found a 100-kilo double-sided tape to reattach it to the monitor. What one did you end up going with, Anuga? We just had this big conversation earlier. Everyone's recommending, like, cement-level adhesives, which I don't really want to put on my 1,200-pound monitor, which I obviously got at a really good price, but it's 1,200 pounds again now. Yo, Calexis, welcome, dude. Loved Fifth Element? Did I make a Fifth Element reference without even realizing? Is that Mayor of Halloween Town? I don't know.
Scans are clean.
Oh, the Gary Oldman. Yeah. Sorry, I just do it automatically now. There's a huge RAM shortage? My kid, it used to cost 90 to 110 euros. Now it costs 100. Oh, for God's sake. RAM used to be so dirt cheap. 3M double-sided transparent 20mm wide tape. Red wrapper. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Blame AI for RAM shortage? Really? Well, they're using RAM to process AI commands? It's crazy right now. RAM changes price quicker than Bitcoin. Jeez. Whoa, what the hell? I've never seen that. What? The sun? What is that? That is the sun. The sun rising through the middle of Hurston. AI and Bitcoin mining, RAM and graphics card prices skyrocketed. I know graphics cards did. I didn't know about RAM. Oh my god. Amazing. Aziz, light! Literally, someone turned the sunlight on. It's a nuke. God, that's crazy, Ultimatum. Did you get it at a good price, Tirif? It's using Morse code. It's communicating. Pretty much, Bart. Feels like a Truman Show moment. Quick, he's looking at Hurston. Turn it on. ArcCorp's been doing the same damage? How weird. I wonder what's gone wrong.
Yeah, we realised there's a problem with the sunlight, so we're bringing out Planet Tech V7. We're skipping 5 and 6. You're just going to have to wait a few more years. Just a few more years. Ah.
Good question, Stigman. I haven't really tested Vulcan much at all. It seemed to be quite good on the tech preview, but I don't know about 4.4p live.
Don't back down now.
Yeah, it's plastic, Anuga, so... Kind of annoying that the nanotape didn't work. Interesting, people. I wonder what's what causes that to happen suddenly? What causes that? What's caused the sun to do this? It wasn't like this for years. Now we have like this cardboard cutout sun that just appears. Thank you, Supposed. Stick around here long enough, you might hear some better versions. It depends on the day. Sometimes I can do it better than others. I think that's probably what it is, Awesome. It's probably the simulation glitching. I've heard Vulcan's been hella unstable. Yeah, it's definitely not like the new de facto best method yet. Yeah, that thing, Phoenix. Yeah, for sure. I don't think it's the same Vulcan in the tech preview as what's on 4.4 PTU though, Stigman. Because wasn't the tech preview built on some 4.3 build? They're going to have the Perseus explode out of the sun for IAE. It's set dressing gone wrong.
Hey, you're doing good. Keep it up.
Yeah, it was 4.3, so Vulcan's not ready yet. If the person who will tell you is £10.42, his channel's all about the tech, the not just that, but he covers a lot of the sort of hardware, software side of Star Citizen. Oh, okay. Vulcan in tech preview is a newer version of Vulcan, but in an older version of SC. Yeah.
Keep the pressure on him.
The answer is 42. Yes, that'll be fine, Zubo.
Hey, you're doing good. Keep it up.
Alright, this is the first time using this thing in combat. Oh, this thing sounds like a rust bucket. I love it. Maximum firepower. I wonder when they bring back the Pyro solar flare. It's a good question because it's the one thing that really sets Pyro apart from the other systems. And, you know, we haven't really had an update on it for a long time. They were having problems with server meshing, so I'm sure it's not an easy thing to fix. Probably Wanvu. Would be a wouldn't be immersive if it didn't. Let's be honest. He doesn't have a bathroom, Caffeine. Or is that the joke? Right, Clacky, which target are you on? Can't tell. The toilet? You mean the bucket, Caffeine? The temp drops in there? Brilliant. So you've got to take a shit with the flight suit on. Anything but the hammerhead for now? You're pretty beat up here, Clack. I better be getting paid good for this. This is a lot of ships. Alright, oh god, dude. Alright, there's a weak prowler here, I think. Oh my god, I'm gonna get cooked here. Oh no, it's wait, what?
Did a hell of a job. Don't back down now.
Is that a scythe? Or blade or something? Am I hallucinating after all my time in 4.4? Okay, yeah, we gotta go for something. Yeah, squishy stuff first.
Hey, you're doing good. Keep it up. You're doing a hell of a job. Don't back down now.
Okay, Connie then. Oh, ship's quite nice. Flies quite nice.
Keep the pressure on them.
And there's the hammerhead left. When they introduced those old Western PJs, I'll wear one for life in game and IRL. What, you mean like the ones with like the nightcap thing? With like the little flap to open up when you need to take a leak? The butt flap, yeah. Boom.
Clear. Scans clear of targets.
Crap flap. Perfect. That's a great username. What's left? Return to location.
We're clear here.
GG.
Sending credits your way. Thanks for clearing up that contract.
Nice. How much did I get paid? Oh, not enough. Lucky. What was the payout for that? Are you 12 scripts? Oh, don't worry about the scripts. Don't worry about the scripts. I don't need those. 320 split. Okay. Thank you, sir. Glad to be of assistance. All right. Man, how are we looking now? No update yet on the 4.4 PTU release candidate yet, ladies and gentle folks. It seems so. Thanks, Clack. It's for 1 a.m.? Probably something like that, Anuga. It's screw you, Euro Times. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna wrap my stream so that you guys can get it earlier, sooner, all right? Because I'm selfless like that. Yeah, that's stock, Auntie, and that's the first time I've used it in combat. So I'm not the best person to ask, but generally from what I've heard, it's quite good. It's quite good for that sort of thing. Maybe not so much ERTs, but... Appreciate you, Snake. Thanks, dude. Truly a man of the people. Yeah, just watch. Just watch. I'm going to end my stream, and I tell you, that patch will be out soon. If it's got the Perseus in it, I will be quite displeased. I will be quite displeased. But it's just how it goes here, man. It's how it goes. The patches always come after my stream. I really appreciate everyone hanging out today. You guys have made it a really fun stream. I was feeling a little bit like, I'm a little bit burned out. I'm going to, have a real chill one. Didn't even think I'd be going 3 hours. So thanks for coming by and being excellent, as always, chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to what was quite a boring stream from my perspective. At least, the content I've given you tonight. But thanks for the conversations. That was much appreciated. You made it good. So thanks, guys. So I'll be back Wednesday, and then Thursday is obviously RSI day.
Good night, bitch.
Thursday's RSI day for the IE, so I'll be streaming then as well, obviously, to actually, guarantee the Perseus day as well. So I'll be back Wednesday either way, but I'll also be streaming Thursday and Friday this week. Okay, dudes? Of course, Klaus. Of course. Always good to chill while working. Yeah, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry, a little bit of a... it's the calm before the storm, I think. Kind of burned out on the PTU. Not much to do on live. We need the patch to go live so we can get stuck in. So, yeah. I'll be back Wednesday, everyone. Thank you very much for everything. Appreciate you all. Hope you all had a good weekend. And... hope you have a good rest of your week if I don't see you. The patch is going to go live in a minute. Just remember that. I'm wrapping up now, guys. CIG, we're going now. You'd be crazy if you drop the patch. Anyway, all of it is a release candidate, right? Guys, just the main thing is the stability good? Is the performance better? The main things we want to check. So if it drops, make sure you go check those things. All right, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you soon. Have a good rest of your night. And thanks, TRF and Flack, for the support. And Flack with the 100-month resub today. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't have the glasses, Flack. They've been in here for ages. I don't know where they've gone. Thank you, Flack. Incredible stuff. Amazing. I hope you enjoyed the small celebration. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, nice try, Clacky. I'm not falling for that one this time. Don't fall for it, guys. He's a crafty one, this Clacky. All right, good night, everybody.